Now to that explosive new wildfire in Southern California. It's being fueled by ferocious winds, including a gust of 95 miles an hour. Tonight, it is raging out of control, threatening homes, and at least 2 firefighters are injured. CBS's Jonathan Vigliotti reports from the fire zone.
Sheer panic in Silverado Canyon as people race to escape an out-of-control wildfire.
All praises to the Most High YAHAWAH, the Heavenly Father, in the name of the Holy Spirit, the Earthly Mother, sanctifying YAHAWAH, the Holy Son. Brothers and sisters, Jews and Gentiles alike, welcome. This is your humble servant, Big Levi, and today is Friday, December the 4th, 2020, and it's currently 12:39 a.m. Brothers and sisters, Jews and Gentiles alike, chosen, grafted. What you're seeing here, what you're experiencing here, it's called Esau's trouble. It's called the Gentiles' tribulation. They call it 2020, but it's called, the proper name is Esau's trouble. What you're looking at, it's the second plague of the 10 plagues of the apocalypse of Abraham. All right? Now, the 10 plagues of the apocalypse of Abraham, the second one is happening now, fiery conflagration of the cities. Let us define the word conflagration. We do this every videos, okay? Define conflagration.
Here's the definition of conflagration: an extensive fire which destroys a great deal of land or property.
Fire, blaze, flames, inferno, firestorms, and my favorite, holocaust. You have to understand, this is the Gentiles' true holocaust, okay? This is a fire that destroys a great deal of land and properties, all right? This happened because of Genesis 15 verse 13. This prophecy was fulfilled in 2019. And he said unto Abram, know of a surety that thy seed shall be a stranger in a land that is not theirs, and shall serve them, and they shall afflict them 400 years. You people afflicted us 400 years of slavery, 400 years of madness, 400 years of evilness. Next verse. And also that nation whom they shall serve will I judge. So fathers judging you to the 10 plagues of the apocalypse of Abraham. Sorrow for much needs. Fiery conflagration of the cities. All right. Now you can take the precept Acts 7 verse 6 for precept. We're not going to Acts 7 verse 6 for precept, and that's in the New Testament. And God spake on this wise, that his seed should sojourn in the strange land, and they should bring them into bondage and entreat them evil for 400 years, which you did. And Acts 7 verse 7, this is where we are. And the nation to whom they shall be in bondage will I judge. And Father is judging you right now. He's judging you to the 10 plagues of the apocalypse of Abraham. Sorrow. Let's define that word. Define sorrow.
Here's the definition of sorrow: a feeling of deep distress caused by loss, disappointment, or other misfortune suffered by oneself or others.
Sadness, unhappiness, dejection, regret, depression, misery. That's what you've been seeing lately. All right, let's finish this.
Sheer panic in Silverado Canyon as people race to escape an out-of-control wildfire.
We barely could get out.
Look, what you just saw here, these women right there. In her voice, you can hear the sorrow. You can hear the sadness. You can hear the unhappiness. This is the 10th plague of the apocalypse of Abraham. This is the first plague. This is the number 1. Sorrow. They can't go out. They can't do whatever the hell they want. The COVID-19 is out there. They keep saying it's fake. Paul Begley or Dudley just upload a video that 3,000 people are dying a day. They just break that new record. Talking about this, let me see how's the plague is going on, because I haven't checked it for a while now. Coronavirus world map. Let's see. Okay, worldwide 65 million. Okay, 1.5 million deaths. The United States. Ooh. 14.2 million. 276,000 deaths, brothers and sisters. This isn't no joke. This isn't a little thing right here. All right. This thing never flatlining. The moment our new year kicks in March, I would say March 13th, that's it. You went from like 9,000 on March 14th to now over 400,000 a day. Okay, let's see who's in the million dollar and the million cases club. All right, let's see the Holy Land. I always check. That's how you know if it's affecting your people. You know, if it's affecting your people. Okay. Haiti is like 9,294 and 233. One person just died. It used to be 232. Okay, one person died. Jamaica 259 and stuff. But that's why you know it's not affecting your people as much as it is, because when you look at those people, okay, Iran just entered the million cases. Okay, Poland just entered. Wow, Poland. Oh, Iran, Poland, and Germany just entered this. Okay, they should have 13 there. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Ooh. Wow, I was not expecting this. I didn't check this like for 2 days, and this is happening. Okay, next would be Peru and South Africa. Okay, so to be in the million cases club, this isn't a little thing right here. Okay, 1.5 million deaths. All right, so that's what happens. Sorrow for much needs. Sorrows are all over the world. This woman right here, you can hear in her face, you can hear in her voice, she's in sorrow. Does this face look like a face of somebody that is ready to bring Jacob's trouble? Let's move in.
Barely can get out.
Powerful winds pushing the flames in all directions, scorching an area larger than 3,000 football fields overnight.
Look, I don't care who you are. That car over there, whoever is the owner of this car, will not wake up in the morning and say, wow, what a beautiful day. My car got burned last night. I barely made it out of life. I'm so happy I'm alive. You know what? Let me go get my gun so I can bring Jacob's trouble, so I can bring that race war, code words for Jacob's trouble. That's why they really wanted that race war, because they thought it was going to be a Jacob's trouble. Yes, the Mosai is a master chess player. Checkmate.
We have watched over the past few minutes as this entire canyon has gone up in flames.
Look at this, brothers and sisters. Look, the fire is going on. This happened multiple times. The fire is going on. They got the wind ridge is 95 miles an hour. For look, a wind. Let's say, let's check. Hurricane category wind.
According to ABC 13 Houston, hurricanes are categorized on a scale of 1 through 5 using the Saffir-Simpson scale, which is based on sustained wind speed. Category 1 to 74 minus 95 miles per hour. Category 2 to 96 minus 110 miles per hour.
You got a wildfire going on with the category 1 hurricane wind, 95 miles an hour. Brothers and sisters, this isn't your joke right here. This isn't your joke. You cannot stop this thing like that, man. It's not that simple, all right?
We're talking about flames as high as 50 to 60 feet where we are, a very remote canyon, but on the other side of it, a very heavily populated neighborhood.
Some who fled taking their ranch animals with them.
Again, you see, when things like that happen, the cattle, the animals die. There was a fire that happened in Oregon. There was a dude, he owned a cattle ranch. All of his cows died. This is number 3. Destruction by pestilence among the cattle. A fire is a form of pestilence. Okay? That's why they are to taking their cattle with them. Cattle, including dogs, cats, cattle, including all animals. You know why? Because you can pretty much, well, we're not supposed to do this, but they can pretty much eat all animals. If you destroy their cattle, you're going to bring number 4, famine of the world, Gentiles' wars. Okay? Let's move in.
By daybreak, the fire was still 0% contained.
This fire is driven by dry vegetation and high winds. We're talking about gusts up to 70 miles per hour. You can see firefighters here on the ground trying to stop this blaze from spreading.
Police believe the blaze was sparked by a house fire. Doug Sweeney has lived through many fires, but none like this.
After being up here for 30 years, I've seen a little bit, but this is definitely the most that's come down the hill.
Brothers and sisters, look, this isn't a regular fire. First of all, this is the angel, the barrier. She's the one causing all this nonsense. Second of all, those people never seen anything like this, because that is Esau's trouble. This is the Gentiles' tribulation. They never seen anything like that. This dude been living here for over 30 years, and then now he's witnessing things he never seen before. All right?
Firefighters are working to protect these homes from the flames in what has been a historic wildfire season for the state of California.
Look, I was watching something. The governor said, like, yo, the fire season is done. We're on December 3rd, and we're still dealing with wildfire. What the hell is going on? People start questioning things like, whoa, this can't be climate change. This can't be DEW. Don't listen to those scumbags keep telling you, oh, it's DEW arc. They have like direct energy weapon. They are burning those houses. Oh, really? So you mean to tell me they are burning these dude houses and people that look like him? They are burning those people ranches out. Those are their voter base. Those are the people that will go to the booth and vote against our people. Those are the people that call police on our people. Those are the people that maintain the arm of the white supremacy. Those are the people that fuel the white supremacists. Those are the people that support them, send them money. When one of our brothers and sisters get shot, they are the one that run to those GoFundMe and they give all the money they have they have in their account. Those are the people that support. You mean to tell me those guys are using this weapon and burn those guys down, burn those houses down? They could have easily go to Skidrow and targeted Skidrow and then burn it down and kill a lot of our people. They could have easily go to Kempton. They burn down the hood. They could have easily go to Chicago and burn down Chicago. Come here in Miami and burn down Liberty City and burn down Little Haiti, burn down Little Havana. Yet they choose to burn down those guys that supported them. Get out of here, man. Let's move on. Let's take the next video, all right? Which is going to be pretty much the same. All right, that's another part of it.
Riverside County sent black smoke billowing into the sky earlier today. It started in a mulch yard. The flames jumped a street and burned into a pallet yard.
Oh, that's another
Rick
fire.
Montanez is live with more on that and the wind and power outages in the Inland Empire right now. Rick.
And Susie, good afternoon. Yeah, this neighborhood here on the north side of Moreno Valley without power since last night. SoCal Edison shutting it off as the public safety power shut off to prevent wildfires. But look over my shoulder here. We want to show you in this neighborhood right now the trees. It shows that the winds here are no longer howling in this particular neighborhood. So the people who live here hope their power comes back soon. Howling sound.
You see this, brothers and sisters? This is how powerful the wind is. It flip a 18-wheeler truck. That's how powerful the wind is. All right.
Ana winds today toppled a few big rigs on the 15
Okay.
in Fontana.
So the
Strong
trucks,
gusts,
they have to park because this thing is way too powerful. All right.
major concern for fire crews as much of Southern California is under red flag warnings right now. Firefighters made quick work on an industrial fire in Riverside where mulch and pallets ignited, sending huge plumes of smoke into the air. The concern with this was whipping winds sending embers into the dry brush surrounding the fire.
Around like 10 p.m., no power. I was watching Netflix and it shut down.
Adrian Sandoval's neighborhood in North Moreno Valley without power since last night.
So what they did, brothers and sisters, to prevent this thing to get any more worse, they cut off the powers. They cut off the powers without telling the resident. So some people, their food went bad. Some people, this is getting out of hand. Okay, understand this. And for those of you who don't know, there's a wildfire in do I have that here? Man, let me see. No, there's a wildfire in Australia. Okay, let me see if I can get that 8 months ago. No, let's check the filter. It's about this week. Okay, no, these guys will strike me. Okay, there's a wildfire there. Okay, let me take those rulers. You know what, let's take this Indian place. Okay,
we are not at risk of Bushfires continue to burn through the Fraser Island as a growing heat wave has engulfed parts of Australia. A number of blazes broke out on Sunday, including one on Sydney's western outskirts that the New South Wales Fire and Rescue Service has said has damaged a lot of property. The more than
damage a lot of property. All right. This is the 10th plagues of the apocalypse of Abraham. Number 2, conflagration. Define conflagration.
Here's the definition of conflagration: an extensive fire which destroys a great deal of land or property.
60 bushfires are said has damaged a lot of property.
So, you get the point. I'm probably going to do 2 parts out of this. Let me see. Yeah, we'll see. We'll try to keep this short. All right. So, in Australia, you know, it's winter for us, but over there it's summer, and they had like the biggest. They break the world record. They haven't had this over 60 years. It was so hot that they beat a record they were holding like 60 years ago. So. And it's still, the fire is still going on over there. Right after the blood moon, brothers and sisters, you know how the things goes. All right.
More than 60 bushfires are said to be burning across the state. The raging bushfires have threatened quite a few residents who've been evacuated from their areas in Sydney.
The community out there, unfortunately, thinks that after the last season, we are not at risk of bushfire. The reality is 90% of the state is still untouched.
Yes, yes, it is. You know, those people, they are not used to this. They think, okay, well, last year we had the biggest fire in the history. That must be it, right? Oh hell no! This is Esau's trouble worldwide. Let's move to the next video.
Developing at noon, a staff member at Carol Baskin's Big Cat Rescue in Hillsborough County has been bitten by a tiger. Fire rescue teams responded to the scene this morning and rushed the employee to a nearby hospital. They say a tiger nearly tore off the volunteer's arm at the shoulder. Now, according to social media, a post by Big Cat Rescue, the volunteer was attacked by a big cat named Kimba. The bite was serious, but not life-threatening. Big Cat Rescue said that other workers rushed to help the victim, with one using a belt as a tourniquet as others called for an ambulance. Big Cat Rescue is currently closed to the public because of the pandemic. The Big Cat Rescue Twitter page identified the victim as Candy Kauser. They say she has been a volunteer at Big Cat Rescue for 5 years, but that she went against protocol by reaching into the cage during a feeding.
Again, brothers and sisters, understand this. This is not by accident. You've been working there for 5 years. You know for a fact there are certain protocols you have to follow. There are certain things you're not supposed to do. Why would you do this? Because the 10 plagues of the apocalypse of Abraham. Number 7, wild beasts will be their graves. Because what's going to happen, brothers and sisters, those animals going to start attacking those people. And when they start dying by the millions and their body going to stay on the street, and you're not going to be able to bury them, so the beasts will eat them. So wild beasts will be their graves. The beasts will be their graves. They will eat them and they will attack them, okay? All right, that's what happened to these women right here. Let's move to the next video. Sorrow, much more sorrow.
We know COVID is easily transferable, so it's not unusual to hear of an entire family becoming infected. For one family, the infection came after an act of kindness. CBS 2's Steve Overmeyer has the story.
I am sitting in a bed, completely feeling useless because we let our guard down for 1 second.
This is Sophia Burke. She's a nurse in Elmwood Park who's taken extreme measures to keep the virus from coming home with her. She was successful, but recently her mother gave a ride to a friend with a cough.
She claimed that she had a cold, and it turned out that she had COVID, and she was a super spreader. My mother let her guard down for 1 moment. 1 moment. And in that short moment, my entire family was affected.
A selfless act with dire consequences. Sophia's father passed away last week, and her mother is now on oxygen, unable to breathe on her own. Her children are dealing with it too.
My 2-year-old with diabetes contracted the virus. Although she had no respiratory issues, she had to endure high fevers and the side effects of having.
Look, brothers and sisters, Jews and Gentiles alike, chosen and grafted. This is what you are looking here, brothers and sisters. This is real. This is not a stage. This is not an actor. This woman just told you that she did everything in her power to keep that thing out of her family, which she did. But her beloved mother gave somebody a ride. That person was a super spreader. Okay, this is an act of kindness. And that person said, I don't have any COVID. I'm just having a cough. And the mother bring it home. She has it. The entire family has it. And her grandfather died. I believe her father, that old man, he died. Now, I want you to look at this woman's face. I want you to understand her situation. Do that look like Jacob? Do these women, or does these women look like a typical Israelite? Does she look like a typical Jacobite? Does she look like a typical Hebrew Israelite? Is this Esau? Is this Jacob's trouble? Or is this woman is ready to bring Jacob's trouble? This woman in this situation, in this condition that she is right now, is she ready right now to grab a gun or grab some type of instruments of war and go after us in the hood? Forget about her. Is her family is ready to bring Jacob's trouble while they are dealing with this thing, brothers and sisters? Is this the face of pride? Is this the face of somebody that say, yes, finally, I'm about to be on top. Finally, I'm so gonna get those Hebrew Israelites people. I'm gonna drag them down and put them in FEMA camp. Is this the face of joy? Is this the face of pride? Brothers and sisters, this is a face of sorrow. This is a face of sadness. This is a face of dejection, unhappiness. This is a face of the 10th plague of the apocalypse of Abraham. All right? Let's take another video. You can go ahead and watch the whole thing, okay? There we go. All right, so that's the Mosai. That's one of the 10 plagues of the apocalypse of Abraham. All right. So cloud roll over in Sydney Okay, this is the lightning. The Most High is angry. All right. Okay, look at this. Okay, and then something caught on fire with the lightning. It looked like a church. Okay, it's a bell tower. Okay, that's feeding on the ley line. The Most High destroyed. All right, the Most High destroyed. Australia has seen record-breaking heat recently. Okay, meteorologists are expecting more extreme weather. You don't say. You don't say. Look at this. This is the Most High is angry, man. The Most High is angry. Let's move to the next video. Let's identify this plague. Okay. Number 10, thunder, voices, and destroying earthquake. Okay, this is thunder voices mean like the weather is going to be. Oops.
And no one was issued a summons. Chopper 2 flew over what looked like a major block party on Staten Island Wednesday night, but instead it was a large protest. Most people without masks on, hundreds standing shoulder to shoulder with American flags and political signs demanding change in the area, demonstrating in front of New York City sheriff's officers who were guarding the front of Mac's Public House. It's a bar and restaurant that was forced to close when its owners refused to stop indoor dining in an orange zone after several warnings. The general manager seen here getting escorted out in handcuffs Tuesday night for defying the order.
This is called martial law. This is martial law upon the Gentiles. Like I told you before, martial law doesn't mean like a bunch of guardsmen and the national and the national guard, the army gonna come here and then wind up the Hebrews and then beat them up and put them in camp and offering him the mark of the beast or shoving like a chip in the butt. This is not martial law. Means like temporary suspension of ordinary law. In ordinary law, brothers and sisters, you can do pretty much whatever the hell you want to do. You can have drinks and all that, and nobody can tell you to go anywhere. Now there's martial law. If they tell you not to go there, this guy went and opened his stuff, they arrest him. That is martial law upon the Gentiles. We've been under martial law ever since you bastards step on our holy land. Brothers and sisters, Jews and Gentiles alike, be at peace. There will be no Jacob's trouble. Be at peace. The covenant has been restored. Be at peace. Father, turn his face towards you. Be at peace, brother. Peace be among you. Peace be with you. May peace dwell in your house. May you pray and fast and cry unto our Father. Come to him with fasting, mourning, and weeping. Bring him all your problem. There will be no more Jacob's trouble. He will no longer carry thee into captivity. Isaiah 51 verse 22. But he will look unto your sin, O daughter of Edom. Lamentation 4, 21 and 22. Brothers and sisters, be at peace. Rejoice. Let those people know, nope, this is not 2020. This is Esau's trouble. This is the Gentiles' tribulation. That's why you see this here. Let's move in.
They're just trying to support their family.
Kevin Smith was mixed in.
All of a sudden, they're just trying to support their family. When we break the law, we sell drugs and try to feed our family. Oh no, you need to go to jail, you break the law and stuff like that. Okay, when it's them, okay, well, they're trying to feed their family. Whatever, man.
With the group of supporters, voicing his concerns over why he believes this enforcement is wrong.
There's people doing heroin and defecating on the subway, and I think that spreads the virus a lot more than some people having a drink in Staten Island.
Keith McIlarney is the owner and feels he is being stopped from making money.
I'm allowed to be inside my private property. I pay my rent. And with them paying my rent, they're saying right now I can't serve food and I can't serve alcohol.
However, the guidelines for orange zone areas allowed him to serve takeout, alcohol, and outdoor diners. The area has one of the highest COVID infection rates in the city. The zip code it's in is at 8.62%.
That means it's affecting them more, brothers and sisters. They will not take this type of measure upon their own people. Remember, when that thing was exploded in New York, Governor Cuomo come out of and say, why Why the poor are the most affected? Why? Why the poor, the minority? Why? You scum. We weren't affected by that thing at all. They look, you see what was happening? Those people were going to the supermarket. They were going into the hood, in the supermarket. They were speeding on our stuff. They were speeding on the food, licking things and stuff and spread it in the hood. Still now the hood is fine, man. If the hood was so bad, why you scumbags are gentrified? Why are you trying to move to the hood, eh? What's going on in there? Now, because that thing is affecting them more, they can handle it.
But this local business owner tells us restrictions are too tough. It's not enough for someone operating in New York City.
We pay high city tax, we pay high state tax. We pay high federal tax like everybody else. A lot of us need to operate above a certain capacity just to be able to even pay our bills and pay our staff.
That is why many supporters showed up.
At a certain point, like people, like people on the left like to say, our body, our choice.
But business owner Larry Tajudin, who works next to the bar, wonders why everyone can't come together to slow the spread.
No, you cannot. No, we will not. All of a sudden now, oh, hey, let's come together. All right, this Elamite brother, let's come. Well, why can't we come together? Oh, hell no.
Why can't we just all be on one page?
No, we can't. No, we cannot. Don't be bringing me that bull. This is time for war. It's not time for love and come together. We already did this bull. They didn't work for us. Now, brothers and sisters, there is a phenomenon that keep happening, and okay. All right. Let's see. Let's take that out. Let's.
Out of breaking news we're staying on top of out of Pembroke Pines, a small plane has crashed. This happening right outside of North Perry Airport.
Right.
Chopper 4 was over the scene just a short time ago. You can see the plane flipped over. We are told there were 2 people.
There we go. This happened in Pembroke Pines. Again, those places are not too far from me. I used to work in Pembroke Pines. Okay, so let's watch what happened there.
Out of breaking news we're staying on top of out of Pembroke Pines, a small plane has crashed. This happening right outside of North Perry Airport. Chopper 4 was over the scene just a short time ago. You can see the plane flipped over.
Brothers and sisters, if you watch my video called Freaky Accident, let me see if I can give you a clue where it is. Freaky accident, or it's not freaky. What's happening right now, brothers, it's just the airplanes, they just falling out the sky. What happening now is they are flying, and then something happened, and then the airplane just like fell out of the sky. Okay, freaky accident and freakishly accident. You see all those freaky accidents keep happening. A bunch of airplanes, they just drop out of the sky. Okay, they drop out of the sky, and then they landed like this one. Let's see. This is this airplane over there. I believe somewhere in Ohio or Missouri or something, did an emergency landing. Okay, all right. As you can see here, they just lose power, and then he just landed. He hit a car. Okay, he hit a car. Can you imagine you driving and then can you imagine telling the story of you see this is the airplane, you see it? The engine just died, something messing with the navigation, which they just fell out of the sky. For those of you that have been watching my videos, you know what I'm talking about. That is because the Most High is ready to ground in the air. You won't be able to fly. How are you gonna fly your fighter jet and all this nonsense to go fight the Most High? Again, it's gonna be a game. You going to be the one hunted down like a dirty animal. Okay. All right. So they hit. There you go. Can you imagine driving and then you get hit by an airplane? Can you imagine you trying to explain that to the insurance company? Let's see how long we are into this. Oh boy. All right. Let's move faster. Okay.
Begins right now with breaking news.
And that breaking news, a deadly shooting in West Houston. A man in his late 60s accused of killing his 93-year-old mother. And just in tonight, video of that suspect being taken into police custody.
A lot of questions remain tonight, but we do know the man surrendered to police. In fact, investigators say he even called 911 himself.
All of this unfolding on Briar Forest Drive, just east of the Beltway. That's where our Jacob Rascone is live tonight with the latest information. Jacob?
Dominique and Chris, investigators tell me that within the last hour, that man who they say confessed to the killing was taken away for an interview after that shooting that happened this afternoon in the second-floor apartment just behind me.
Now you got this senior citizen living with his even more senior citizen mother. He ended up killing her. He ended up shooting her. Nobody know why. This man is in his 60s. He's living with his mother that is in his in her 90s. Freaky stuff. Look, lately Houston, there's a lot of things that be happening in Houston, man. A lot of murders, robbery. It's out of control. It's gonna get a hell of a lot more worse, brothers and sisters. It's gonna get a lot more worse. Okay. All right, let's take another plague out of the 10 plagues of the apocalypse of Abraham, number 6. All right. Okay, this is Russia. Okay. All right. This is Russia. 7. It's been snowing for a week. The snow mounted to 7 feet. It snowed for a week, brothers and sisters. Look at this weather. A lot of you would say, hey, things like that happen in Russia all the time. You know, it's no big deal. You know, gang, what's up with you? This is, look at this. Look.
Это жесть. У нас сугробы выше человека. Вы представляете, сугробы выше человека.
1 week of snow. Well, 5 days, so to speak.
Это вообще.
5 days of snow. Why is this happening? Because of the 10 plagues of the apocalypse of Abraham. Look at this. We showed you what happened in China. It come out of nowhere while people were just working, and then boom. Got the Christmas tree. This is number 6. Increase of hail and snow. In Pennsylvania, let's see, I believe Pennsylvania snowstorm 2020. It was like a record breaking 1 day ago. Okay. Let me see if I can see if we can get this. I think that thing was in Spanish.
6 pulgadas en Concord.
Okay. It's in Spanish. Okay. Okay, it's in Spanish. Okay, so that happened in Pennsylvania. You know, they had like a severe snowstorm in New York and a couple of days ago. Okay, that's really, really bad. All right, because let's get rid of this, because this is number 6 of the apocalypse of Abraham. Increase of hail and snow. Did you know the hailstorm never stop in Saudi Arabia? Okay, all right, let's get rid of this.
Threat than the nuclear one, in the sense that it's much shorter term.
Joining us now with more on the assassinations of Iranian officials Mohsen Fakhrizadeh and Moslem Shahdan is former Israeli Deputy National Security Advisor, Professor Chuck Freilich. Professor, thank you so much for being with us. Now, first off, all fingers are pointing at Jerusalem, and many have discussed the likelihood that Fakhrizadeh's was an Israeli assassination. But
first, they assassinated the first guy, the first scientist. Now there's another assassination. And we told you this, brothers and sisters. The reason why this is happening is because it's prophecy. It is said, old man Trump will lose, old man Biden will win. World War III. The guy, the Iranian fellow, he went with Kanye West into the Holy Land, the Holy Island, Tortuga Island. They were trying to build a futuristic city. This is how the Most High responded to them. You guys gonna go to war with each other, man. You are. And you may not think like, oh, the war gonna be nuclear and all that. Get that out of your mind, man. You guys want to go at each other's throat like savages, man. You guys going to kill each other savages for like food. Just like that other guy told you when the beloved brother Big Judah bought this video. Like this dude said the first person that's going to break into your house for your food will be your neighbor. Because, well, you know, you guys, that's what you guys are. And your neighbor, you know, staying like right next to you. Okay.
6 people are missing and several homes have been destroyed after a series of mudslides in Alaska. Intense rain over the last few days triggered 6 people are missing and several homes have been destroyed after a series of mudslides in Alaska. Intense rain over the last few days triggered several mudslides near the capital city of Juneau. The largest slide was nearly 600 feet wide and trapped around 30 people on Wednesday afternoon. A number of people in that area have now been evacuated. Meanwhile, rain continues to fall, forcing crews to temporarily pause search and rescue efforts last night. They will resume sometime this morning.
Brothers and sisters, Jews and Gentiles alike, chosen, grafted, this isn't no joke. This isn't a joke. 6 missing, home destroyed in Southeast Alaska landslide because the rain just never stopped. It keep raining and then boom. This is the 10 plagues of the apocalypse of Abraham, brothers and sisters. Look, if you are Gentiles watching this and this is your first time in our channels, thank you. You're welcome. And we are very honored to have you here. But if you want to survive what's going to happen, well, what's happening right now is going to get a hell of a lot more worse for you in the future. Because you know what? You got somewhere around 999 years of this thing to go. You got 999 2020s to go. Every single year it's going to get worse and worse and worse. We went through this, something like this. And if you want to survive, all you have to do is cleave unto us, which means bow down unto us, submit yourself unto us, cling unto us, pray unto our God, join unto us, bringing us your resources. When I say resources, I don't mean your skills and stuff like that. You good about speech? No, sir. I mean your financial and in economical resources. Bring them so you can help the nation doing the work of the Most High. Once you cleave unto us, amen, there's nothing you be worried about. You're under the holy protection of our Father. But if you are going around and trying to do things, forgive me, brothers and sisters, I'm so sleepy. Maybe I think I said, I don't know, did I slur? Probably I'm saying things I don't. I just realized that I fall asleep for a cute like a fraction of a second, but I don't know if I say anything. Usually I don't. I do not edit my video because it takes too long. I used to do editing, do music video, so. Yeah, it's take too long. So yeah, cleave unto us, man. Okay, brothers and sisters, this isn't no joke. This is real. The government, the elite, or whatever, they don't have any machine that can control the weather. They don't have nothing that can control anything that our Father created. There is no such thing as DEWs making all those fires in California. Our Father is doing this. You see the lightning in Australia, and then he strike one of those Bell buildings, set it on fire. This is not DEW. Start giving Gentiles our Father titles. Start giving them credit, okay? All praises to the Most High. Did I cover everything? I think I did. All praises to the Most High, YAHAWAH, the Heavenly Father, in the name of the Holy Spirit, the earthly mother, sanctifying YAHAWAH, the Holy Son. Shalom.